Hey, everybody, OGG, Overt Go Green. How's it going? I'm doing good. I hope you are. I got a deck tech for you tonight. Man, this is a sweet one, but before I get to the deck, 3 questions for you. Question 1, do you like vampires? Question 2, do you like +1/+1 counters? And question 3, do you like sweet, sweet SINergies? If you answered yes to all these questions, oh man, this deck is for you. I call it Vampire Warlocks. Let's just get right into it. Before we get started, though, if you could just do me a solid, hit that thumbs up button, sub, that'd be great. At the end of the, watch this video. At the end, leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions. But let's get into the deck. So the deck is a Vampire Tribal deck with no Vampire Lords. Anyway, let's just kind of go over the cards real quick. We got 2 Warlock class, right? If a creature dies, you drain an opponent. The Black 1 ability, the level 2 ability, I think people are sleeping on this. Black 1 to look at 3 cards and put 1 into your hand in black is really good. And you put the rest into your graveyard, which is relevant in black. And I think this will actually be even more relevant when Innistrad drops in a couple weeks. So I think this is even better than people give it credit for. And that last ability in this deck basically says win the game. We'll go over that at the end here. So I got 2 of those. I got 2 Valentine, Dean of the Vein. Yes, this deck has ways to make treasure. So you could cast Lisette if you wanted to, which is more counters. But man, oh man, Valentine. Hoo boy, this card. It's a black for a 1/1 Menace lifelink. You can, whenever, this is the most important line of text here. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it. I think that's going to be super relevant in Innistrad. Sending things not to the graveyard when they die. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest. Look, this is great against all those sack decks, right? Like they're trying to sack the Dryad to go fetch a land. All right, well, give me a pest, right? We got 4 Shambling Ghast, another creature that if it dies, we get some stuff off of it. It's a zombie. But it's just so good. You almost have to have it. Deadly Dispute, a combo so good with Deadly Dispute. This allows us turn 1 Shambling Ghast into turn 2 Deadly Dispute into turn 3 land. Allows us to cast a turn 3 Westgate Regent, which is bonkers. So just something to keep in mind. Reaper's Talisman, another sneaky good card. Whenever it attacks, it gains Death Touch, but really, who cares? The main thing is that the defending player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This combos really nicely with Warlock class, right? Because it's unblockable damage. So that last ability on Warlock class works really good with Reaper's Talisman. Professor's Warning gives a guy indestructible, or a surprise +1/+1 counter, whatever you need. Feign Death is another way to bring back a creature with a +1/+1 counter. Duskwielder is another source of unblockable drain damage. Bloodchief's Thirst is just removal. Deadly Dispute is for ramping, drawing cards, and treasure. Ridiculously good card. I don't know if Shambling Ghast is the best common in Forgotten Realms or it's Deadly Dispute. But I think it's one of these 2 cards. Flunk, black 1. Give a guy -X, gets around some indestructible shenanigans. Pretty solid card. Null Priest of Oblivion is a vampire. Has kicker. Menace, lifelink. Lifelink's important. Equally important, it can bring a creature card from our graveyard back to the battlefield if it gets kicked, which Warlock class can throw away a creature, blah, blah, blah. Marauding Blight Priest. No one plays this. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Keep in mind that's for each instance of life gain that you have, your opponent loses 1. This can get really, really crazy if you Warlock class and then hit someone with this and gain life and then drain life and then a Warlock class just gets all sorts of crazy. Tenured Inkcaster allows those creatures with 1/1 counters on it to lose, to drain. Puts a 1/1 counter on a creature, also a vampire. And then right here, Westgate Regent. I think this is the most. This has got to be the best vampire art of all time, right? Even better than Sengir Vampire. Flying, the ward is great on this guy, and whenever he deals damage to a combat player, he gets so many counters. We got 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. It has Menace, just in case manlands are a real thing. And then we got 19 Swamp. But yeah, that is the whole. We're gonna change that little picture. This is the whole deck, right? It looks like just a jumbled mess that would never work. But in Standard 2022, a lot of these cards, when paired up with Reaper's Talisman or when paired up with some other of the cards here, man, this deck has some surprisingly long reach and surprisingly. It'll surprise you. And I think it'll surprise you when you watch the gameplay videos. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, leave them below. Otherwise, this is OGG out.